Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me for this weekly reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of February 7 to 13. Okay, we're going to get started by selecting an oracle message for your final guidance. We will save this for the end of the reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, February 7 to the 13th. There we go. Okay, we're going to tuck that right over here and save that for the end of your reading. All right, let's jump right into the tarot cards and see what messages we have for Capricorn as they go through their week. We're going to do a good old-fashioned Celtic cross this week and clarify as always. Okay, let's get started here for Capricorn. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video if it resonates with you. Subscribing really helps. Okay, Capricorn, let's get started. What is the presenting situation? Okay, we see the sun in reverse coming out for Capricorn. So perhaps your perspective is that things aren't fair. You're not getting the outcome that you were anticipating or hoping for, maybe. But that doesn't mean that all is lost. I feel like you're feeling a certain amount of... it's almost like you're putting pressure on yourself to get things exactly how you see them unfolding in your mind right now. And I feel like seeing that Seven of Cups in reverse, it's like... it almost makes me feel like what's around you is not satisfying to you. So you're sort of not interested in any of these options. Maybe they used to resonate with you, but they're not anymore. And you're finding there's a conflict here between what your intuitive self is saying and what your emotional self is saying. So this is very interesting. I feel like you're at odds here, sort of trying to make sense of what you're seeing around you and not really understanding or sort of being satisfied with what's happening here. It's interesting. It feels like there's a discrepancy between what your intuition is saying and what your immediate emotional response is. I feel are at odds, which is it's very interesting to see. It's really turning your perspective around here, Capricorn. And I feel like you're not certain anymore. There seems to be a lack of certainty around you with respect to how you're going to express yourself and feel authentic while expressing yourself. So this could be a week of sort of digging deeper to try to understand where your truth lies, where your authenticity is. Yeah, there's a caution here. I really feel like you're being cautioned to be grateful and to really look around at things without feeling like this sense of lack. It's almost like there's this attitude about yourself. I think it's almost like you're expecting a lot from yourself right now. You're expecting a lot from the world right now. And you're not, it's almost like you're not using your abilities to manifest here. You're sort of got your thumb turned down, and you're not feeling like things are in alignment. It's interesting, Capricorn. You do feel like you can overcome anything though, but it's almost like it's in the world of resources maybe that you're feeling like you can't let go. You're not feeling safe in the material world. You're not feeling like you're able to, be in your own authority. It's almost like you're responding to the world and saying, don't cage me in. But as a result of focusing on that, it's blocking your ability to feel abundant. And although you feel like you can overcome anything this week, I'm sort of wondering what it is in the material world that's creating an obstacle for you. Because although you feel confident in yourself to overcome abilities, it's almost like you feel like your ability to be, the authority in your own life, the ability that you have to sort of the leader here is challenged. So it's interesting. It's interesting. It's like you're responding to something in the external world this week, Capricorn, and it's got you feeling like your hands are tied, and you don't like that because you're like, I can overcome anything. And transformation is the name of the game. It almost feels like we're seeing that death card in that position here of hopes and fears, because you are transforming. You are moving into a new cycle, a new phase of things. But it's almost like you feel like the external world is trying to control you, or trying to rob you of your authority over yourself. Yeah. And you're not tempted by the same things anymore. It's almost like the same old strategies that would have lightened your heart and lightened your mood aren't working. And you're really being driven here by your intuitive self to go for a new way, but it's challenged. It's almost like you feel tied. You feel tied, and it's bumming you out. It's bumming you right out. And we see the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck here. Makes me feel like you're interesting. It really feels like you're seeking something, and it's almost like tradition and convention is trapping you. This makes me feel like it's something happening from an external authority is tying your hands a bit here, and it doesn't feel free. You don't feel like you can let go, and it's almost like that's going to carry through this week a bit here for you. I feel like last week you were coming into this with some uncertainty about how to express yourself, and that has sort of moved into this place where you're like, well, I can't express myself because of things that are outside of my control. And these things outside of your control are starting to make you feel like, although you feel confident in your abilities, that you're not able to express that confidence. You're not able to choose. You're not able to feel like you're the authority in your own life. And at the end of it, we see here that it's almost like you're going to come into a form of accepting this. I feel like you're going to accept it and move past it. Like you're going to let go of that emotional feeling that you can't control this. It's very interesting. Let's clarify some of this and see what guidance we can get here for the Sun crossed with the Judgment card, both in reverse, which tells me it's a perspective thing. Look at that. There's the Seven of Cups in reverse again. You've got that right here. This is very interesting. I really feel like you're no longer being fooled by things, Capricorn. You're no longer tempted by the same things. Emotionally, you're not tempted by the same things. They don't have the same impact on you anymore. And that Seven of Cups there, yeah, you're really weighing things out and coming up against sort of a different grading system. It's almost like the same emotional things that used to like really motivate you, I don't feel like they do anymore. You're not motivated by the same things. That Eight of Wands in reverse, there's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse as well. And it's almost like this is coming in to say, Capricorn, you are changing, because this Queen of Pentacles represents Capricorn, and I feel like you're being guided intuitively here to change things up a bit, and the way that you see yourself has changed. I feel like, again, you're coming into this from maybe a place where you lacked certainty about how to express yourself, but that is changing a little bit. Because a little bit, I mean, yeah, your whole way of doing things is changing, excuse me. You're not responding to the same emotional things that used to attract you, like maybe the way someone would speak to you, or offer you something, it's like it's not tempting you anymore at all. You're like, I don't feel the same way about that anymore. And then seeing the Lovers in reverse here to clarify your Four of Pentacles, this is a situation where it's like you have realized that you're not in alignment with certain things anymore. And so you're hanging on to your resources. I feel like maybe this is a situation where you may have really extended yourself to something and you're not anymore. You've changed. You've changed. You're changing. And that Strength card is how you see yourself. Yeah, you totally trust in the divine timing of things here. And you do trust that you're able to overcome any obstacle. But it's like you feel that the external world is robbing you of your authority here. And I wonder if that has to do with, I mean, it's a general reading. So I wonder for each of you what that has to do with. Leave a comment and let me know. Five of Swords, there is something happening here that is creating a feeling of defeat. And it's creating a big challenge for you to accept something as it is. And I think it's because it's affecting your ability to be independent, and that is not on. You're not feeling very good about that. You don't like feeling like you can't make your own choices. You don't like feeling like you're not in the authority of your own life. And here you are with this Death card. You're in the midst of a huge transformation, and you're not sure how to express this. It's like you're at a loss of how to express yourself. And it's because, like I was saying earlier, you're bummed out a bit here about the idea that you can't have things the way you want things. Like we see the Sun card in reverse with the Judgment. This is affecting your mood, and I feel like it's impacting your ability to see opportunities as they come in. And this could be because you're changing. So you know the same things don't resonate with you anymore as they used to. You know, you're having a change in what is really meaningful to you. What really impacts you has changed. That's too many cards. Let's reshuffle. On that Five of Cups in reverse, I feel like you're going to end the week by accepting. Yeah. You're going to end the week by accepting that certain things in the external world, you know, aren't in your control, and that's okay. And that you can move past it emotionally without sort of needing the external world to be on page with you. That it's almost like you're going to realize that you can do things in a way to accomplish your goals and not need the external world to agree with you. The Magician in reverse on the bottom of the deck. And so seeing the Magician in reverse tells me that, again, the same sort of message, that by allowing this to make you feel that scarcity or lack, you're working against your own manifestations here. And so really the guidance for you this week, Capricorn, is start to shift your emotional feelings about what's going on here. Find something empowering to focus on. Find the statements that make you feel like you can manipulate the energy around you, right? Without controlling external forces. Do you know what I mean? This is about manifestation. This is a week for you to discover your emotional, the role your emotions play in your manifestations. Because this is making me feel like your low vibe is creating a challenge in your manifestations. And that's why we're seeing the Magician in reverse. And that, you know, this is very interesting. And I feel like you have a lot of confidence and you trust the divine timing, but it's the story you're narrating in your mind. And I think it has to do with this story, that you're telling yourself the external world is trying to, or is controlling some aspects of your freedom. And I feel like that is lowering your vibe a bit here. There's something here that's creating a feeling of, instead of self-reliance, almost a feeling of hiding. Like you're hiding out instead of feeling a lot of connectivity, and there is a lack of balance in your choices around how you see yourself and how you see the external world. There is a lack of alignment there that needs reflection. Try to look at it from a different perspective, right? As many different perspectives as you can. Control issues, exactly. That's what this is all about. Yellow jasper, control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. That is essentially what this whole reading is about. Capricorn struggling with some control issues this week. This is interesting, Capricorn. This is all about you and the way you're narrating this story. And the good news is that you can change it at any time. Well, you're being guided to shift how you view control. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that for you, Capricorn. If this has resonated and you would like a personal reading, you can find my website in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, watching, and of course, subscribing. And we will see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you so much love and light, my friends.